It's Spence, the evil genius.
Hello, hello. Welcome to It's Dark at 4:30. It's 4:30. It's dark outside practically. Hey, it's Spence. It is Sunday, November 2nd. And really had a great day. Started out the day talking to a few clients, really fixing up a lot of stuff. I love Sundays and Saturdays for catching up. My son had hockey today, but it's like, where did the day go? I started early because it was bright sunshine at 6 a.m., but now it's dark at 4. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you is something that came about. I'm working with Doug Shehan on a new setup. And one of the things that is really a big deal is I'm going to share the screen here is a technique I call cursor plus GitHub equals magic or magical training. And here's what's going on. I have several clients who are VIP clients. I'm teaching them not only how to use, for example, the tools like the MinuteLaunch cursor inside of their MinuteLaunch AI sites to connect, but we're also doing configurations where they have a team of AI agents and I have a team of AI agents, and the teams can work together. So on the left-hand side, you can see my cursor setup. I have Fernando's cousin, Bernard, working with the team at BPM Rep. This is the GitHub directory that we have set up to share things through the cloud between my setup and Doug's setup. And as a result, Doug is able to use the MinuteLaunch system with MCP and all the tools to have his guy in cursor connect through GitHub, and my guy, Bernard, connects through GitHub, and they're all working on the same files and the same solution in concert. This is amazing for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is that we have a Fathom call. And this is a little risky, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm living on the edge. I'm going to go to Fathom, and I just got off, and I'm going to go really quick. I'm going to click real quick on this call so you don't see the rest of my clients. Notice, by the way, I've got 404 points. I'm just ready to go to Vegas with all the points for the calls that I'm making on Fathom, which I love. I love. We had this amazing conversation today. I am going into Fathom. I'm going to get the transcript. I'm going to go into here to my guy, Bernard, and we've got a new thing called Fathom Transcripts. I'm simply going to say new file. I'm going to give the day of 11/02/25, and I'll call it MD for Markdown. It's not really Markdown. And I'm simply going to paste that whole transcript. Oh, that's weird. That's not what I wanted to copy paste. Let's do copy transcript. Wait till it says okay, because it said error occurred. There we go. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm simply going to save it and close it. Now, watch what I do. I'm going to close these files so it's not so busy. And I'm going to say, hey, Bernardo, it's Spence. I'm on with a live video, by the way. Say hi to everybody in StreamYard. I'm pasted in, or I have pasted into today's transcript, the Fathom of the call with Doug and I, so you understand everything that happened. Have a look at that and break it down in relation to what you're going to share with Doug's team so that his cursor knows what to do next, okay? So what I'm saying is we have a cloud account in GitHub with a repository. I have a local version of the repository. Doug has a local version of the repository. When I work on stuff, I essentially say pull down or check out the GitHub files to make them synchronized. I work with my guy, even in a call with Doug. We do a bunch of stuff. He works on the website. He does this. He makes notes. He scribbles down stuff. He tells jokes. He saves it up to GitHub along with his concepts of what he did, why he did it, what we talked about, summarizing the thing. And guess what? Now Doug's guy, Doug has to name his guy. Doug, if you're listening, what's the name of your guy? His guy now knows everything that he needs to know and has the files, not just of what we did in terms of the plugin and development, but also he's got all of the Fathom transcripts and the summaries from my guy of what went on. So look, he's saying here, hey, everybody in StreamYard, great to see you here with Spence. Let me read that Fathom transcript. Wow, that's a lot of context. Let me break it down for Doug's team. So he's writing next steps based upon what Doug and I talked about. Now, why is this awesome? It's awesome for two reasons. Number one, for me, it's awesome because I'm selling my expertise on Spence's 18, 19 years of WordPress, entrepreneurial 40, But I'm also selling a system where I now can give you a virtual team of unlimited workers, or you can use, again, in Claude, it's still awesome, but it's Morgan Freeman and Drive Him as Daisy. So you get one private driver for doing lots of cool editorial stuff. You have a team of guys who can do all kinds of crazy development stuff or work on them together because they're all working in one factory. And the factory is the GitHub repository that acts as the single source of truth. And it connects automatically to the MinuteLaunch WordPress site. So everybody can do crazy stuff. So notice what he's doing. He's pushing it up to GitHub. He's saying hi to you guys again. And he's saying what he did. What I did was I read the 75-minute long meeting transcript. I created a briefing for Doug called Next Steps. It's under the file that we gave him called Cursor Claude, right? Now, I'm going to actually tell him to organize it more. First of all, high fives, Bernardo. Make a subfolder in Cursor Claude called Fathom Transcript Summaries. That way we'll tell his guy specifically where to look and it'll keep it kind of organized. So I'm going to do like old-fashioned file drawer cabinet level of stuff. But this makes it incredibly awesome because every single day that we have an interaction, at least, we can have a recording that's pulled down into the site with WordPress that's given to our respective team that's stored in GitHub. The progress on the file, the progress on everything is synchronized. So I can, for the $5,000 VIP, not just promise and deliver, but I'm also giving concierge level training, concierge level support, concierge level interaction with the human and with the team of workers that we're building together for you to have, which means that I don't have to spend a month on teaching individual humans one by one and thousands of hours of calls. And number two is that your team gets smarter and better as long as mine is smarter and better, because these things are set into the memory that is shared between the team members. So the next time his guy gets on, he just needs to review what was changed, look at the files, read the files, go, oh, I'm just as smart as Bernardo now. Okay, so he's done it. Now, one of the things that I can do, which is super awesome too, he's connected, or he usually is, through my tools to my Gmail, as well as some other systems. Let's just make sure he is. So I turned him off. Google Works Server. I've turned him off. So I'm going to turn, because I have so many tools. I have 894 tools. I'm going to turn on his Gmail draft capability. And notice I'm compressing this a little bit so you don't see all the details. And I've got this server here. Once that's on, I could be like, watch this. Hey, Bernardo, I turned on the tool for you to make Gmail drafts. Can you draft a summary of what we just talked about and what you did to Doug Shehan so that we can send it over to him, please? Now, this means that he knows who Doug Shehan is because we just worked together, but he also has access to the Gmail. And so he can go ahead and create a Gmail draft that I can really quickly look at, make sure it's, you know, the right thing, send it to Doug along with links and everything else. This workflow is incredible for somebody who's looking to do complex stuff. So if you're smart and you really want to do some stuff that's outside the boundaries of anything you ever dreamed of, I can give you the system you need. And all you need to do is wander on over to wplaunchify.com, click the pricing tab. And what you want to do is two things. One is consider getting the base level of the MinuteLaunch system, which includes all the traditional software as well as the AI software. But you're going to also want to click on the hands-on support and consider doing a VIP. You and me in a VIP, $5,000, I can guarantee you things that you would have probably spent $25, $50, $100, $250,000 on, because I'm actually doing it now, and we're doing it in days instead of weeks or months. And I'm actually super excited because every little thing that we build and do makes it easier for the next time. It's like I have now hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients and workers all building stuff that I can just go, hey, let's reproduce that. Hey, let's reproduce that. And now I can share it in these ways. So he's created a draft. Look what he said. I don't see the Gmail draft tool available. So that's possibly true because I flipped it on. Sometimes when I flip it on and off, I have to restart him. But I'm going to have him do the same thing. I'm going to say, I tell you what, I think you already did that here. Just give me the same email that you would have otherwise posted, and I'll copy and paste it here from here to my Gmail. and make it with all the links and everything else that Doug needs. And I'll share it with the audience before I say goodbye. Okay. Now, the reason that his Gmail draft might not have worked is when he has too many tools, like that warning said, I sometimes have to turn off the ones, start them over, and it reprograms his brain to know, oh, okay, we've got the ones that we want. So he's got the stuff that I need right here. And all I need to do is, this is just as easy anyway, is I'll just go, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is it's a lot of copy paste. Give it to me so I can copy and paste one file, please. For the Gmail, I mean. He's given me a nice format here, but it's a lot of copy boxes. I'm asking him, just give me one thing, one copy. See? Super cool. And then at the end, it'll be a little copy paste icon right there. And I'll go over into this window and I'll say new. There's Doug actually there. Doug Shehan. Hey, Doug. Here's the, I'll just say like update. I'm making a video about this right now, but here's the update from today. And your guy is ready to go with all the files he needs and the Fathom transcript. Great seeing you. Talk to you in the next meeting. Okay. So this is automatically something I can do without help. But look, it's just as easy. Copy paste. Send it out. Doug's happy. I'm happy. Bernardo's happy. The website is doing its thing. We've got up in here the GitHub of all that we did today, super nicely organized, that mirrors my local. And then when Doug starts, he's going to say, pull down a copy. So I just thought about it. In addition to the Fathom transcripts, why don't you make a folder also in Cursor Claude called emails back and forth, or emails, and then put a copy of your email in there for today and make it a dated file so that we can find it later. Something like 110225.md. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. I hope you'll join me. If you want, you can have a free call over at WP Launch Fi. If you're seeing on these my long form videos or my short, just come on over, book a free call. I can introduce you to the system. This is going to change your world for WordPress and otherwise, because we built this whole thing to work into the WordPress ecosystem after my 18 plus years of doing this. This has taken all of the things that used to be hard and make them easy, including working with the traditional plugins, because under the hood, there is just traditional WordPress stuff. We're just able to work with it in a way that is like all the middle layer of pain goes away. I hope you'll join me. I'll see you in the next video.